Hi everybody, this is Laura. I'm making a quick tutorial on how I make gum paste. I've had a lot of people ask me whether I make it myself or whether I buy it already made. And I have purchased pre-made gum paste, and to be honest with you, I haven't really been totally happy with any particular brand. So I started making my own gum paste about a year ago, and I really like the texture. I really like how it holds up. So maybe you guys can try it and maybe you'll like it too. Okay, what I use to make fondant is I buy the Wilton Pure White Rolled Fondant. You guys can find this at Hobby Lobby or at Michael's. And this is 5 pounds. Okay, it's the big box, not the little box. The reason I like to buy this brand is because at Hobby Lobby, they always have a 40% coupon that you can print online. And so the price usually at Hobby Lobby is $22.99, but with a coupon it comes out with, like about 14 bucks. So it's a lot cheaper than buying gum paste already made, and you get lots of gum paste for a very little price, okay? All right, let's talk about tylose. This is the kind of tylose that I use, and it's basically the same thing, but for some reason sometimes it comes in two different labels. This is Confectionery Arts International Kai Tylose Powder. This is the same thing, okay, but it's got two different labels. You can find this at any cake supply place. My cake supply place sells it for $3.99. This lasts a very long time, okay, and each one of these is about 2 ounces. Well, it is exactly 2 ounces. And if you cannot find tylose powder, which is what these are, you can also buy gum tragacanth or gum arabic, which serves the same purpose, okay? Okay, so the recipe that I use is basically Ain Choose here on YouTube, and so the only difference is that this is the fondant that I use, okay? So what I do is, when you open your box of fondant, okay, it comes with two of these packages. So each one of these is about 2.5 pounds, okay? And what I do is basically take this large brick of fondant and I cut it up into 4 even bricks. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you are going to need a 1/2 teaspoon for your tylose, okay? So this is the one I've already started using. So here's my brick of fondant, and all I do is take my straight edge, okay, cut it into 4 even bricks. You're gonna need some elbow grease. And I always have tons of gum paste on hand because I'm constantly sculpting figures, okay? So all you're gonna do is you take one of the 4 bricks that you already cut. You're gonna take 1/2 teaspoon of your tylose powder or whatever powder you're using, gum tragacanth or your gum arabic, okay? And for every brick, it's 1/2 teaspoon of tylose. Okay, so I like to soften it up a little bit before I start. And basically you are just kneading the fondant into the tylose powder. You want to do this kind of softly because if you press down too quickly, then your tylose is going to explode and just go flying everywhere. So you need to knead that in really well. You don't need to knead forever, just, enough so that you know that the tylose has been well blended into your gum paste. So I pretty much do this until I don't see any white powder residue left at all on my work surface. So that's pretty well blended. I don't have any more white powder on my surface. And so what I do is I just make a giant tube or a worm out of this thing here. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to cut it up into equal portions so that I can cover it or wrap it in saran wrap or plastic wrap so that I can store it because I only use small pieces at a time. And you don't want to have this exposed to air because it does dry pretty quick. Okay. So this is about a foot long. Okay. And so what I do is I'm going to cut this into 4 equal parts. So first I cut in the middle, then I cut this half in the middle, and then I cut this half in the middle. Okay? So there I got 4 parts. And then I'm going to wrap these in plastic wrap. So quite a bit of gum paste out of just half a brick that comes in the 5-pound box of Wilton fondant. Don't forget, guys, to print out your 40% coupon. It is a lot cheaper. You can get a $23 box of fondant for like 13, 14 bucks. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You can pretty much do this recipe with any type of fondant, and if you make your own marshmallow homemade fondant, then all you basically do is for every 2.5 pounds of your homemade fondant, you would use 2 teaspoons of tylose powder. Alright guys, so let me know what you think. Hope this helps somebody, and if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, talk to everybody very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.